Welcome to my channel, guys. Today we're gonna be starting a brand new series where I will be teaching you HTML from the scratch. This is the very first video of that series where I will be introducing you to HTML. So roll the intro and let's begin. Guys, so in this series I will be teaching you HTML, and I will be trying to teach you HTML like the way I taught myself when I was learning it. So I'll try my best to teach you all the basic concepts and what I have learned with my experience. So let's talk about the name, shall we? So HTML, it stands for Hypertext Markup Language, right? I'm sure that you didn't understood a single word what I've said, but basically what HTML is, it's a tag based language. It's not a programming language, but you can say it's a building block of it. I can give you a really good example of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So we can say that the HTML is our skeleton of a body, and CSS is our skin, our beauty. So basically it beautifies our website, whereas HTML is the basic structure on which the website stands. Just like our skeleton, and the JavaScript is the brain of our website, the human brain. So basically all the functions, the backend and the front end responsive functions that you are giving to your very own website is mostly done by JavaScript. You can use other languages, but this is the very common example that is used to understand HTML. Alright, so HTML is a tag based language, and it is used to create a static web pages. All right, it is a client-side scripting language, and it is case insensitive language, my bad. So what does this mean is that no matter how you type your code, is either in caps or in the small letters, it won't affect the code. But usually I try to do it in low caps. I don't like to do it in caps, just small alphabets. Ignore my mess ups because sometimes I do quite a lot mess ups. Alright, so let me show you a basic code of any website. So let me see if I could open up any code. Let's see. Okay, let's see this one only. So we can just inspect the elements. Basically what I'm doing is I'm showing you the code of this specific website. So in the element section you can see that this is an HTML. Don't just get scared from this coding. I'll teach you almost everything, but it's just mixed concept of other languages too, including the basic structure of HTML. So you can see that's HTML ending, and it's the beginning of HTML. There is a head and a body there, and the rest are the codes that they have written. There are many, like h1, there are many tags. So basically what I'm trying to do is giving you an overview how the code looks and how does the website performs. Alright, so let's talk about how we'll be programming, how will we do our coding. You can use any text editor. You can even use Notepad. Like you can type in Notepad, my bad, and you can type in Notepad, or you can use any software like Visual Studio Code. You can use Visual Studio Code, but you can also use Notepad++. I think I have it. Yep. Let me just print it and show it to you. What this it's been ages since I've opened it, but yeah, this is the Notepad++. You can code it. Basically what this text editors do is it just make your coding a bit easy, like by changing the colors and by just aligning the tags, so that it will be easy for you to recognize what you are dealing with, right? So what I suggest is you should either stick with Visual Studio Code, which is better option, I agree, but for my networking, for my website, I usually code with Sublime Text. So you can install Sublime Text by just just typing Servant-X3 and just open the first official website and just download on this Windows 64-bit or 32-bit if you have. So it will be just download the setup and then you can just run it and install it. It's easy, nothing to worry about. Let's just download it. So now I'm gonna be making our very own first file. So I'm gonna open a folder and I'm just gonna create a text document by just naming it, say hello world.html. You can also make this file by typing htm. Let me show you. Oh, my bad. HTML, and it's gonna make the same thing basically, but I suggest you stick with the HTML tag, HTML, because like whenever you're uploading your website's index page or other pages to the server, so basically even if you're not giving the command to run this first, it's going to automatically pick the HTML files with the index name written on it. But if you write index.html, it will not pick. All right, so I'm gonna open this. So right, so you can see it's a blank page, and let me just open it on my server next. Alright guys, so this is our coding text editor. So I'm gonna write the basic snippet of Alright guys, so basically I've used the snippet command over there while I was writing it. You have also seen that while I was writing it, it was simple HTML, and there was a simple HTML and there was a snippet of it. So this one is a snippet, if you can see written on it. So if you click on this one, it's gonna just build the whole structure. You don't have to make it yourself. So it's pretty easy. Let me just give you an overview. So this is our doc HTML. It just specifies that this is an HTML5 document file. All right, and then we have our HTML tag, this one, and this is our the closing tag of our HTML. Basically this is the root of an HTML page. Every code will be under this. Every single part of code will be under these brackets. Next we have our header, and this contains page metadata, like title and all the CSS stuff you will be also doing in this only. You can also do JavaScript as well as Bootstraps in it. And this is our title. All right, and our body page, this is the main body of our page. Basically every single code that will be displayed over here will be written in the body area, body section. And this is our closing tags, as I have told you. So I would say that think of it as a, let me just give you an example. So if I'll give this tag, if I'll just write this, okay, so basically what I'm doing is, as you can see, the hello is printed over there, but that's not the thing that I want you to focus at. What I'm telling you is that think of it as a parent and a child relationship, okay? So a child cannot survive without his parents, right? So here we can see that this h1 tag is under our body tag. So h1 tag cannot survive without his parent. So what I'm saying is that the body tag in here is our parent, and this is the child. So without the parent it cannot survive. Basically what I mean to say is there is a format which you have to write under it. There will be a parent tag and there will be a child, always in whenever we are coding. Alright guys, so let's move on to our next thing. I've already told you the basic snippet. So this is the basic snippet, and there are two type of extensions that you can use. That's HTML and .html and .htm. So that was the basics, and now I'm going to introduce you to tags. So basically there are two types of tags. There are pair tags and there are non-pair tags. Pair tags have opening and ending, whereas non-pair tags do not have an opening or ending. For example, let me tell you something. Here the body tag is starting and it has its ending. So this is an pair tagged. But if there is no ending to it, or you can use that particular tag without ending it, then that is a non-pair tag. All right, so let's see. So this is a pair tag, right? I'm gonna type here hello world, and then I'm gonna save it, and then I'm gonna refresh it. So here is a hello world, right? If you're following this code along with me, then congratulations, you have made your first website. So now if I used a br tag over here, say I used br and then I wrote something, so it's gonna change the line, right? I can also use this in between our code, say alright, so if I use br over here, say, and I'm gonna save it and refresh it, so you can see that the word has broken down and the world has came to the next line. So but this has no ending to it. I didn't write this. Why? Because it's not a pair tag. Alright, it's a non-pair tag. So this was the difference between paired and non-paired tag. Mostly I think that we will be using are the pair tags, and I don't think so we'll be using non-paired tags. There will be some cases that you will need that, but these are lesser. These tags are used very less. Alright, so now I'm gonna be moving to our text formatting tags. Alright, so say that you wanna make any text bold. So I'm gonna write here bold with an closing, and then I'm gonna write anything, say hello, this is Spectre, and I want to save it and refresh it. So it's in bold. Let me just comment it out. See, did you notice the difference? Let me do it again. Wait. It's got bolder. Similarly, you can use either bold or strong. My bad. Nothing changes because you can either use the bold tag or you can use strong tag to bolden your text. All right, you can also let me just copy it. I will be putting this code in the description for you to practice if you have any troubles. So I have to write everything so it will be easy for you to understand. Let me just add a break. All right, I'm gonna also be adding a comment. This is used to bold our text. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that what commenting is. Basically, commenting is when you want to make notes in your code, but you don't want to show it to public. So for instance, I'm gonna save it and then I'm gonna refresh it. So you can see that this text is used here. This is used to bold our text, but I don't want to show this text to the public or to the people who are visiting my website. I just want this as a reference to me myself, who is gonna surf this web, who's gonna go through this code again after maybe a month or two. So I won't be able to remember what this is. It's easy now, but remember that when you are actually coding a website, there will be hundreds and hundreds of lines. So I'm gonna just comment it. Basically, you can see it's got dull, and when I refresh it, it's not there. Also, I just used it by just simply what I did was I highlighted it, and then I used Control Shift and then the / key. So it's a shortcut for Sublime Text in Windows. I don't know about Mac. You can just Google search it and it's gonna tell you how to do it, or you can just simply type these things. Remember guys, if you are doing coding in Notepad, the simple Notepad, this one, you can't use any shortcuts like I'm telling you. You have to type this manually. So that's why I suggested that you stick with a good text editor, either Sublime Text or other code, Notepad++, Visual Studio. Now I'm just gonna copy it. Alright, so now similarly there is a tag for italic by just simply typing I. Okay. So here it's italic now. I want to comment this for now. It's I'm sorry guys, I'm missing it, but please ignore that stuff. As you can see, it's italic now, and there is an underline tag, but you just simply need to type just U in here. Let's see if this works. As you can see, there is underline, and I think that you can use multiple tags also, like say, I think so. Let's try. Yeah, so you can see you can also use multiple tags here. I'm just gonna copy it and remove this. I like to do my coding in a symmetrical manner, so it will be easy for me when I will be surfing again, so I can use this combination of tags, right? I'm gonna comment it, and here I use an italic tag. This is used as italic. Mind the spellings if it's incorrect, although I'm sure it's correct. And now this is for underline, so I'm just gonna copy this text and just type here underline. All right, so I'm gonna refresh it and you can see everything. Now there is a tag called striker tag. So basically it's a line in the center of your text. So like basically it's like you're cutting your own stuff on code or on letters. Let me just show you. STRIKE, and let's close it, see if it works. Let's take a number over here, say 100, and let's, oh my bad, see, I forgot to use a BR tag. Alright, so you can see there is a line in the center of your text. So you can use this to create effect like cutting the line or anything that you want to use. And instead you like, when you can see on the Amazon, say it's like, let's say if you're going on Amazon and just like earphones. Alright, so if you're opening it, you can see that there is a cut, a strike, and there's original price written on it. So yeah, basically it's your own creativity how you want to use it. All right, so that was it for the text formatting, and I've told you all the basics of our HTML, how to write a basic snippet and what is HTML. That's it for this part 1 video, and I'm gonna see you in next part. Till then, peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.